calling in your soulmate. So some of you are calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations help bring you together. You may get a call. Sometimes the cards come up that way. I see healing family issues. So there's definitely a need to heal. Your love life benefits if you forgive your parents or anybody else for that matter. And we have codependency. Yeah, so there's some sort of codependency issues. Somebody may be kind of, codependency to do with family here. Yeah, addiction. Somebody could have some codependency issues. So this is an energy of something here. I mean, it could be someone who's codependent on family. Let's take a look at that, what that is. It could be anything, addictions, drinking too much, things like that. We'll see. Let's have a look at calling in the soulmate. Yeah, I do see some reminiscing, good childhood healing too. But this is an energy of longing for love, crushing, a little reminiscing. Yeah, we have a Chariot. Somebody here is about to take the lead. But someone here often puts on the brakes and takes another look. Okay, because it's about releasing this energy here. Nice. But I like the Chariot because this is somebody taking control of a situation, taking back their power, moving forward. Yeah, I see someone checking things out, taking a pause, looking at things from a whole different perspective. Nice. This could be just someone checking you out, but it's an energy of introspection, a time of introspection here. Yeah, we have someone here. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this could be somebody here who's got some codependency issues. It doesn't have to be, but take it as it resonates. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do see that energy. Someone taking back their power, healing from childhood, a little Pisces, Cancer energy. Could be a couple people here, but it's energy of being emotionally mature and available. Very loving, caring, nurturing energy. Yeah, nice. This is going down a new path. It's cooperating, compromising. So I do see energy of acknowledging things. I feel there's energy of skills, what someone brings to the table too here. So yeah, so there's energy of acknowledging reward, recognition for hard work. Lovely energy. You may have something in common with someone. It could be healing family issues, or it could be, somebody, whatever it is, it's often self-nurturing, self-care. Okay, often people, especially people with Cancer in their North Node, often do a lot of self-nurturing, drink too much, eat too much, or just, this is often someone who cares so much, though, they often bend over backwards to please somebody. So, yeah, see, releasing things that no longer serve. So this is lovely because now, when you let go of these things that no longer serve, you go down this path. So I feel like you may have something in common with someone. It's probably family issues more than anything, doing a little self-care, nurturing. Yeah, look at that. We have the Sun. See, letting go of all this to bring in the new. So there's some happiness and joy here. I do see this energy. So just take this as it resonates. Yeah, codependency. It could be someone who just relies on family for a lot of support as well. Okay, it doesn't have to be negative, but it's an energy of somebody maybe becoming more independent. We shall see. Where is that deck that I wanted to use? I can't find it. I had it here and then I moved it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm going to just use this deck again. Let's have a look at the Six of Cups. This is someone who longs for love. Not maybe longed for love from parents. Like I say, codependency. Yeah, you've got an opportunity, invitation, a fresh new start. This is beautiful, regardless of the situation. Yeah, someone's been in hermit mode, soul searching, looking for clues and answers. See the path someone's on. Someone's now seeing things from a different perspective. Whole different point of view. Introspection, going within. Nice. Someone's cup runneth over here. This is someone longing for love. Aw. This could be a crush, two people crushing, but it's an energy of two people. Often when I see this is a really interesting energy because often this is two people who come together to heal. because you have something in common. But it's always good to try to release anything that no longer serves before you start something new. But like I say, these are, I feel, two generally very happy, positive energies, high vibrational. So there is some joy and happiness coming here. Nice. Yeah, we got a heartfelt message communication. Someone here has been kind of checking things out, and it could be this person. See, heartfelt communication could be an apology, but it's somebody who's ready to ask someone out. See, it's someone who's ready. They've healed. But it's a heartfelt communication. I love this. Yeah, it really depicts the Knight of Cups. But this is also someone who knows the right person waits till they're ready. So somebody here is ready or getting ready. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, somebody who longs for love, a partner, someone who's compatible. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if two people come together and go down this path, because sometimes I see that more often than not is the star. When two people come together and you've got things in common, you come together and heal because you talk about it. Heartfelt communication. Oh, feeling the love here. Yeah, I see a lot of strength and confidence. See two people kind of giving each other strength, confidence. You see this energy of forgiving to bring in love. So a lot of kindness, compassion, forgiveness, forgiving yourself. If you are somebody who, I mean, when I see the Queen of Cups with this energy, I feel it's someone who often bends over backwards to please. Maybe even did that with their parents to please them, but never really got the love that they felt they deserved here. So always know you deserve. Know your worth and value, okay? But it's all about forgiveness, because these are often cycles. But I see kindness, strength, inner strength between two people. A lot of kindness and compassion here. Yeah, a lot of forgiveness, two people. It could be two people forgiving each other. It could go that way for some of you, yeah. Somebody may be drinking too much or doing things that they don't to overcompensate, okay? But it's telling you you have the strength to release these energies, all these things that maybe are holding you back a little. But I feel we got two people. There's love here. I feel two people coming together. This is someone getting ready. See, there is this is someone who knows the right person's waits till they're ready. So if you know who this person's going through this. They're reminiscing about their childhood issues, their parents, things like that. Yeah. Always try to look at the positive. This is someone looking at the positive things that they also learned. Kindness, compassion, forgiveness too. So yeah, when you forgive yourself and others, it's always so much easier. Doesn't mean you have to forget, but you can forgive. Yeah, look at that soulmate connection. See, this is two people talking, sharing their innermost selves. This is two people going to do this. Nice. Friends first, kindness, compassion. This could be a deep friendship for some of you, but I really like this energy. This is two people, soulmates. You got some things in common, that I feel a really strong, powerful connection and attraction. There's an attraction here. Yeah. Yep, someone has definitely taken a break to heal, to clear out the past. Time to heal. See, before starting something new. That's a good thing. But this could just be an overall energy, because like I say, I always believe that when two people are very compatible and they have a lot of inner strength and there's a really powerful, strong connection, a very deep, intimate connection, this is often people who hold those hands and, support each other and heal by talking about it too. Yeah. Yeah, we have an emperor here. See, somebody here, an emperor. Yeah, someone's becoming an emperor energy. They've released all this past energy. This is someone who's stable, logical, sensible. Yeah, high vibration. This is someone who's ready. So it looks like somebody here has been getting themselves ready, making sure they're ready. Fresh new stuff. See an invitation. Somebody wants to ask you out. You're going to have some talks here. Yeah, this is an energy of someone who, definitely it's a person who works. I see somebody working out. See, somebody working out, preparing. or just, doing inner work and healing. Someone who's been pinned down by their thoughts. And this is often an energy of someone who is hard to pin down. And the reason is because they need to deal with some issues. And it could be anything, okay? Yeah. Let's have a look at the sun. Yeah. See, this is someone who felt like there was no hope. Feeling very sad, kind of drained and dragged down. Someone feeling sad here. So there's definitely an energy of someone who's kind of regretting not putting enough effort in or even doing their inner work before they started something new. So interesting. But there is always hope. This is temporary. Someone here is feeling a little sad. See, it's time to release that. Yeah. Two people who feel like there's no hope. Always remember there's always hope. Yeah, this is a person who's been thinking things through, choosing their battles, becoming decisive. So this is someone who's doing a lot of inner work. They're releasing this energy is what they're doing because they're seeing things from a different perspective. They've gone within. And I feel both of you might, if you're a feminine, you might be a little ahead of this person, but I see working out, doing inner work, getting more rest, more sleep. Somebody could work too much. That could be an issue too. Getting more rest. Eating healthy. Yeah. Look at that. Someone here is becoming very decisive. I really like that because it's a person who's thinking things through too, choosing their battles. So somebody here I feel has chose to do some inner work on themselves, and maybe even focus on work and financial stability because you have an emperor coming in. Yeah, nice. Someone who's decisive here. Yeah, so I look at that. Yeah, Six of Wands, victory. Someone's having a victory. See, it's a breakthrough. So it's breaking free from the things holding them back. Very nice. But it's a person who's planning, preparing, and hoping for the best. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice energy. Yeah, and the High Priestess. So it's an energy of someone trusting their inner knowing. It's about their inner knowing about doing the right thing. So I feel this is two people very... it's like I feel you could know this person, but it's an energy of knowing all the answers you're seeking. So this is definitely someone who's gone within. I see a victory. You see, someone here is ready. They're moving, leaving this behind, moving forward. And I do see a victory. Yeah, I feel like you know who this is. But like I say, it's someone who's been keeping it all in. Very private. See, someone doing this privately and keeping it all in. And what you both talk about with that star, your hopes and dreams, that has to do with having faith. Having faith in this path. What goes on between you stays between you. Yeah, very nice energy again. Yeah, I'm going to grab this other deck here. I'm going to go over this one more time. So this is an energy of the right, somebody knows the right person will wait for them to get over something, okay? Yeah. And somebody may be drinking too much, eating too much, working. I see somebody working a lot. Yeah. And working out. Someone is preparing themselves. You probably already know who this is. Let's have a look at the Ace of Cups. This opportunity, ready for a fresh new start. Yeah, things are clearing up. This is someone who's had this dark shadow hanging over them. They've kept it a secret. It's internal. But they've gone very deep within their feelings and emotions. See, Eight of Cups. This is someone now walking away from this energy, the past, seeking something new. Nice. Yeah. So somebody who definitely had some childhood secrets, things here. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be anything from the past that created codependency. But I do see someone forgiving their parents. Maybe they drank too much, smoked too much, weren't healthy. Who knows, right? But it's time to forgive and let it go because it doesn't serve. You don't want to bring this into a new relationship. So it's with Aquarius energy, it's letting it go. And I think there's a feminine who's already done this. Yeah, a little ahead of this masculine. Well, it all depends when you connect, but you have something in common. Yeah, things that you have in common here. How you're raised, things like that. Yeah, see a tower moment. See someone having a massive epiphany. It's painful. It hurts sometimes, but it has to do with no longer giving to it. Someone's no longer giving to that past, their energy. This is someone literally taking back their power. Yeah. Someone who's now navigating their feelings, emotions, charting their course. So this is someone who's determined for this to be successful. Someone's determined to be financially successful as well. Could have been poverty as a child, things like that. But the Tower is somebody reaching out. So this person's no longer giving to this past. They're ready for this fresh new start. Their cup runneth over. So this is someone's emotions waking up too, healing, ready for the fresh new start. This is so nice, yeah. Oh, this is someone who's definitely gone over that mountain. 8 of Wands, releasing a lot of baggage, taking responsibility for their own actions and letting it go. This is the Mountain. So this is somebody who had a lot of heavy stuff weighing them down. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. So it's an energy of somebody. This is what somebody does here. Like I feel for this one person who is now in this Emperor position. This is somebody who, it's about work. It's 8 of Pentacles, working. Structure. See, this is somebody here. It has to do with work. Maybe they worked with their parents, family, and they worked too much. Maybe as a child they may have started working very young, maybe even for a family member. But this is a person who's crossing that mountain. So this is a mountain this person's dealing with, and it is an energy of 8 of Wands energy, pardon me. Yeah, so it's an energy of somebody who's ready to make a move. See, there's movement, momentum. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles are here, so that's dealt with too. Yeah, someone here is learning something. Learning about themselves by reminiscing. This is someone who maybe longed for love and attention from their parents. They, maybe they were working all the time. Yeah, but it's an energy of someone who's, it's a painful period in someone's life that's over. I do see the straw that broke the camel's back too. See structure, lifestyle, learning. This is someone learning something, but it's about doing things by the book. So somebody had a parent who was very strict, very structured. Okay, so it's about this person doing things by the book. But the interesting thing that I do see is somebody appreciates the good things that they learned. So they're focusing more on that, and that is a really positive way. So, but this is a 10 of Pentacles. Somebody's learned the hard way, the school of hard knocks. Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if this is somebody, I mean, I see education in that, but I feel it's more like this person maybe worked young, like for a father who was really strict, or maybe a mother, like I say. But it's a straw that broke the camel's back. Something here has learned some lessons, yeah. Somebody, the school of hard knocks. Strict structure, but yeah, lots of things being learned. Yeah, now we have the Queen of Swords. So this is an energy of someone, a motherly figure, or someone here who, like I say, is very strict, very sharp, harsh. And it has to do with choices. Maybe a parent who didn't make good choices. All these things have to be left behind. But this is an energy of Queen of Swords regardless here, making choices. Yeah. Choosing wisely. Yeah. Made some bad choices. I mean, it could be someone who gave bad advice. It could be good advice. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. Somebody maybe with mental health issues. Often people with mental health issues will give advice, quite strict, somebody very strict, sharp, may have been bad advice too. Yeah, a lot of that needs to be healed and let go, whatever it may be. All about choices, because now, as you move past this, you make the choices. You're the one in control. See, it's taking your power back from that too. And I see staying on course. Really nice, yeah. It's a whole change of direction. Yeah, and I also see loyalty, loyal friends, family. Yeah. There's memories, maybe pets, things like that. 10 of Cups. See, it's always about remembering the happy times. Like family, friends, loyal friends, pets, things like that too. Yeah. Somebody who liked pets. But it is an energy of loyalty. Some kind of friend here, maybe giving someone advice. But I feel it. I see all kinds of stuff here. Like, it's just popping into my head, like so many. Let's have a look at the Four of Swords. Oops. Yeah, so it has to do with time. Yeah, it's an energy, and we always have to remember patience. Everything takes time. So that's interesting. Someone here does feel like time may be running out. It's not, okay? Because like I say, it's all about patience and time. And think about the times, you know. There we have it, see? There it is. See, someone's stable, reliable. It's an energy of somebody who's releasing something. Now this is interesting because this is about, it's kind of like the King and Queen of Pentacles energy. Somebody very balanced, very determined. But it's an energy of someone, it's about catch and release. So this is somebody with that Ten of Wands releasing this baggage from that fish, which is somebody here, like I say, somebody strict, structured, mental health issues. See, releasing it, it's baggage, because it's an energy of being able to catch. This is a person, and it could be a fatherly figure here as well. But I feel like this is an energy of Ten of Wands, baggage, releasing it. Yeah, someone's releasing that energy here, letting it go. Yeah. Somebody here is a good catch too, though. This is the card of that too. Somebody with very broad shoulders, someone who has a lot of weight on their shoulders. I mean, father, mother energy is definitely here. So I'm kind of getting this vibe of someone who had a lot of pressure, a lot of weight. Yeah, but it's about letting all of this go. Yeah, see, childhood. Yeah, releasing it. Children, child, Knight of Wands energy. Or Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody assessing the situation. See, memories, history. Two people the same, longing for love, healing childhood issues. I also see people who want children. They feel their biological clock is ticking, where somebody actually wants this, but they need to heal. So it's all about the timing. Something about timing. Yeah. All good things take time, though. Someone's assessing a situation here. Yeah. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, working. Yeah. See, a house, a home, a fatherly figure. This is an energy of someone who's kind and compassionate, nurturing. See? There's this energy of loving memories, childhood memories. But this person, I feel, that's coming towards you, it has to do with a house and a home, happy life. Someone's remembering the good things. Always positive, to focus on the positive things. Yeah. I mean, when I see this, somebody with broad shoulders, someone strong, confident, a lot of weight on their shoulders, someone taking all the responsibility. That's why I kind of feel it has to do with this, a fatherly figure as well. See, releasing something. And it's funny with the fish, maybe somebody was fishing a lot, memories. See somebody dreaming. But you know, I feel like the person coming in is definitely a person that has to do with a house, a home, someone who's successful, someone who wants children or just family oriented. Maybe someone who's never had that opportunity. They feel time is running out. Yeah. For some, but like I say, there's a healing energy too. For that feminine energy, see the mother, there's mother-father energy here. Yeah, let's have a look at this King of Cups with the house. Yeah, see the key is something of significance. Eight of Swords, someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over, catch and release. Why? Because someone who needs to let go of something, okay? Childhood memories. They're assessing this. Someone who's moving slow, but this is a relationship of significance, okay? This is the key. Communication, something of significance here. So likely the viewers will know. But I see somebody dreaming, see? Memories here. Childhood memories of I feel, a father figure. Somebody who had a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of responsibility. Because I do feel there maybe was a mother, somebody very strict, structured, giving advice, not good advice. But there was loyalty of some sort here too. Yeah, kind, compassionate to animals, somebody who loved animals. Yeah, all these memories here. But yeah, somebody with possible mental health issues. also healing, releasing it. So now you've got this King of Cups coming in. Someone who doesn't want to repeat mistakes of the past or do what their parents did. So it's a big deal of significance. So it's about being a responsible parent. You see? There's memories of this too. Let's have a look at the High Priestess. Someone already knows what they want. Some of you, it's an energy of already knowing the person you're seeking too. So, but like I say, someone who's keeping it inside, it's private. Someone's private thoughts, the way they're thinking. Yeah, we have the bridge. So the bridge is telling me, we've got two swans here. So it's about two people coming together. But it's about crossing those bridges when you come for it. It also has to do with someone initiating something. Often the key is communication, but this is just showing a message or something of significance here. And there we have, there's the dark cloud hanging over someone. See, clearing it up. King of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with the King of Wands. See, they're clearing things up, clearing things out. See, taking responsibility. See, to me it looks like someone who maybe had a lot of responsibilities when they were young too. You know, somebody had a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on them, or a father or somebody, someone pressured them a lot. But this is someone who's had this dark cloud hanging over them, and it could be someone who, you know, like I say, has children of their own or wants children, but it's all clearing up. See, the sun is starting to shine, and that sun is here. You see how this is coming together so beautifully. But it's about the bridge. It's about initiating. Yeah. See, someone who's their own anchor, emotionally stable. Beautiful. Nice. This is often a person who doesn't like to tell people about their past, their childhood. Now, definitely there's a lot of a masculine energy, but there's a feminine down here too. Yeah, there was some nurturing and care. But like I say, could be the mother, nurturing and caring. See, memories. This person's thinking a lot. Somebody may even have dreams about this, but it's all about this person coming your way. And this is a 9 of Pentacles. This is someone who's single. Yeah, they feel like time is running out. Like I say, wanting a family or just healing. Yeah, memories, childhood issues. But there's some lovely memories there too. Yeah, so the person's single, their own anchor. So somebody who's always had a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of pressure. So it's an energy of all this clearing up. Some of you could be getting downloads, messages. Okay, could be a father, like I say, telling you to clear this up and let it go. Remember the positive energies. Release it. Yeah. And if this is a father-mother situation, a Sag and maybe a Cancer or Pisces, this is somebody here who there was love. It's about remembering the love, the good times, right? That's what this is all about. So if you're getting little downloads, it could be a parent sending you little messages, okay? Not to waste time. Not to waste time. Yeah, look at that. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, the garden. See, going down this path, 8 of Pentacles. Putting in the effort to release. See, somebody who's single. I feel like I say is we got a couple single people here. I feel like you got something in common with someone here. Similar childhood issues, mother, father. Maybe very much the same. But this is also an energy of loyalty. Regardless of, I feel, two people. For some of you, they were loyal. Okay, there was loyalty of some sort. For some, okay, probably not everybody, but I'm seeing that here. So 8 of Pentacles here. Yeah, putting in some effort, going down this path. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, this path you're about to go down. Someone's guiding you. I feel there's guidance, spiritual guidance. Being guided to go down this path. Yeah, towards something new. See, aha, victory. Everything's clearing up. And it's also this person, I feel like, this is a really interesting energy. I really feel this energy of somebody who feels maybe at some point they didn't get enough love as a child, enough nurturing. So often this is somebody who picks a partner who's nurturing and caring. Okay. Yeah, that motherly kind of energy. Yeah, so, but you can see this is someone seeing things very clearly, and there's truth. There's that massive aha, that epiphany. So if you ever get little downloads, messages from parents, this is all about clearing this out. See, clearing out this dark shadow that holds somebody back from being happy. Someone who's been single for a long time. Yeah. Spiritual guidance, downloads, dreams. Someone's dreaming of this. Aw. Could be someone who had nightmares as a child too. And there may have been separation of parents too, being separated. Sometimes it's fear of abandonment, but yeah, I do see truth, clarity, victory, the sun's shining. Yeah, someone's cutting things out, people, things that they no longer need. See, cutting it out, getting rid of it. Knight of Swords. Someone who's decisive. See, this is an energy of this person being decisive, but it's about you and this other person. Cutting out the past. See, it's a 10. Ending it. Done. Let it go. And let it go. To be able to go down this path with this person. So you got something in common with this person. And likely everyone's situation is different. I just touched on a few things. But I want to look at this soulmate. See, soulmates. These are two people. You're going to get each other here because of it. Your histories, maybe the way you're raised, things are very similar. But one thing I want to say with the Queen of Cups, don't become that person who bends over backwards to please somebody because you're conditioned by how you were raised. Because often people choose, men will often choose their that motherly energy, and women will often choose that fatherly energy. And I see that here. And I've been seeing this come up in readings lately, which is telling me there's people dealing with this. Okay? But it's time to cut it out. Right? Just cut it out. Clear it out. It's clearing it all out. Yeah. Someone's feeling decisive, see? Choosing their battles, thinking things through. You got a person that wants to come in here. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, see? Cycle's over. New cycle beginning. Win-win for two people coming together. It's all about the timing. So some of you may have dealt with somebody where the timing wasn't right because they were dealing with this. It could have been something they kept to themselves. Like I say, that this bear, the bear, often doesn't like to lay their burdens, bother people with their baggage. Why? Because if it's a masculine, it's not manly. Okay, that masculine energy, somebody very masculine here. Yeah. Interesting. But this is an energy of not doing that, doing the same things that your parents did, or the way that you were raised, or even in past relationships, because often people become conditioned and they do these things and it doesn't always work out. So masculine or feminine, okay? Try to think of it. Doesn't mean that you can't be with somebody who's, if you had a father that you adored and you're a feminine energy, and you can flip that anyway, okay? There's nothing wrong with connecting with someone like that, but it's got to be healthy. So a lot of forgiveness here. Yeah. I'm going to grab, I don't know what deck to use now. I feel like I need to use another deck here. I'll use this one. Tell me about this calling in your soulmate. See, this is about healing, being ready. Yeah, there it is. A fresh new start. There's the cup. This is the cup coming from this King of Cups. Somebody who's emotionally mature, available, ready, because they have this dark cloud hanging over them, something that's bothered them, you know, and it's cutting it out. They're clearing it out, clearing out the clutter, getting rid of some memories, getting out of their head, taking time to heal. They literally could be clearing out of their house. If they live in a family home, they might be getting rid of some things that they're holding on to. But yeah, no, I see somebody savoring memories, looking at the bright side, looking at the positive things that they learned, because this is somebody who's an emperor, because they've learned something very valuable regardless. They're stable. The house and home. See, kind, compassionate, nurturing, a love of home, family. Yeah, it's all about family. Not just family healing, but wanting one for some people. Some people feel it's too late for family, but it doesn't mean you can't have love. Let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Empress energy. See, we have an Empress is healed. Emperor and Empress side by side. See, I feel this is two people going to come together who've gone through most of this already, but you're going to finish this off because you got things in common. You're going to do things together, talk together. You're going to support each other and build each other up. So interesting. The Empress. This is someone open. Like I say, it could be someone feels their biological clock is ticking, time is running out, they want to have a baby. It could go that way. I see things going in someone's favor there. I see two people seeing each other in a favorable light, but also looking back and looking at their past, looking at the positive things. It's all about focusing on the positive things, trying to change that perspective. Sometimes your perspective when you're a child becomes a little different when you become older, especially when you become an emperor and empress, because you've learned some things. You've mastered life, right? So sometimes you see it differently when you're young than when you're older too. Interesting. Yeah, clearing it out. Two people. I mean, the Knight of Swords is there twice. Both of you, decisive, yeah, dating, courting, heartfelt message, communication, someone asking someone out, see? Yeah, look at that. So this is here where I feel somebody may have come in, they possibly weren't ready. Yeah, some of you too, it's like I say, going through the dating, and then it's somebody who's good at catching, but they're always releasing. It's like the one that got away. They're always getting away because they need to deal with this energy. So I'm seeing that really different today. Yeah, but it's asking someone out, taking the initiative, heartfelt communication, doing things by the book. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. There we go. Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is here. Yeah, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Could be two people forgiving each other too, but it's healing, self-care, nurturing. Now, the Empress is always kind, compassionate, and forgiving. Once you reach the Emperor status, you can forgive somebody, okay? Yeah, to let it go. Yeah, being open. So there is a lot of love. There's love coming in. Two people who want love. They want to have that. Some people have had beautiful childhoods. You know, some people have these lovely childhoods, and some people here I can see are focusing all this beautiful memories of being nurtured and cared for. Times with mother, father, yeah. But like I say, not everybody has that opportunity. Yeah. Tell me more about the Empress. Yeah. Habits, traditions, the way, see, conditioning. It's telling you to look at conditioning, because this is about conditioning. Somebody who wants somebody like their father, and then we have the masculine who wants somebody like their mother, that nurturing, caring. So take some time to think about that, because it is an energy of being codependent to that. Okay? And it's also about that going through the healing by self-nurturing. That's why I feel this. People who have Cancer in their North Node often, not just them, but often do the self-care and nurturing and overindulge. So, and sometimes people overindulge their children to make up what the father's not giving the children, that kind of energy too. But it's all about conditioning. Someone here, it's about change of lifestyle, habits, how someone conducts themselves. Very nice. Like I say, is someone cutting all this out, clearing it out? And there we have High Priestess again, someone trusting their inner knowing. See, somebody already knows the answers they're seeking, but it's two people who bottle it up inside and keep it to themselves, the secrets. Yeah. So it's about two people connecting emotionally here. You can keep them to yourself. You don't have to tell someone everything about that. That's why it's important to deal with that stuff first. And of course you may talk about it and heal, but it's sort of like at the last leg there, because it's something that you both have in common. Yeah, you and this person have in common. Yeah, see, kindness, compassion, love, caring. Want a caring partnership. You want a soulmate. So I'm seeing two soulmates coming together. Yeah, nice. Tell me about the family issues. Yeah. See, I see victory, success. See, somebody not getting enough attention. Someone, father, mother energy, someone who doesn't give someone enough attention. But I see a victory, a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough. Someone breaking free from the things that are holding them back. Yeah. Let's have a look at codependency. Codependency. So what is that about here? Yeah, two people codependent, dependent on each other. Yeah, there may have been a mother that was completely dependent on the father. But vice versa, they depend on each other. So that Two of Cups is about two people giving each other what they need. So if you kind of look at your parents, some people, the mother bends over backwards, serves the father does all the work, carries all the weight, pays the bills. You know, there's old school stuff here. So this is, I feel, an energy of looking at that, seeing it from a different picture, seeing it differently. Because both people may be getting what they want out of this. It's all about perspective. So that could be two ways of looking at it. And of course, that's not that way for everybody. But this is a soulmate connection. It's about being together, talking, but not being completely codependent on each other. So it has to do with someone who may have kept, the father may have kept the mother at home doing everything, where the father became successful and maybe they came apart, and then the mother didn't have any money. There was no success because they had spent all their time taking care of the children and the father. And I'm seeing this is pretty heavy stuff. So it's all about not being codependent completely. Two people who have their own goals, achievements. So there's breakthrough here. This is a fabulous energy. I cannot believe how these cards are coming out. Yeah, someone's putting on the brakes. See, this is two people taking their power back, staying on course. But it's about taking a pause and looking at things differently, taking another look. Yeah. See, there's good and there's bad about two people. See, the mother often becomes codependent to the father because the father pays for everything. The father becomes successful, and the mother feels they never had a chance to reach any goals, you know. So, but yeah, like I say, I see kindness, compassion, forgiveness. I feel Spirit's giving download. Maybe these two people, you know, in the spirit world have forgiven each other because there's love and kindness. See, focusing on the positive. That's something that really helps. I'm getting goosebumps. Tell me more about this couple and I'll wrap this up. Yeah, someone here speaking truth. Someone's speaking truth, clearing things up. See, seeing things very clearly. Someone's going to tell you the truth. You may have dealt with someone here who put on the brakes because of this. But it's someone who's learned something. See, they're learning. And I'm going to tell you, we have two people who are going to learn something about each other, the things you have in common, probably when you come together. And without even realizing it, chances are it's going to help you heal. Because we got two people taking back their power, but staying on course, navigating their feelings, emotions, navigating the stars, charting the course. So there's something being learned, and there's going to be truth and victory. Really, really nice energy. Yep. This is a long one, and I'm sorry, but I feel this, it came out this way for a reason. I wanted to see what the energy is, and some people are dealing with this now. So if you've struggled with a partner because of these energies, okay, it's about a little bit of independence, not being completely codependent on someone. Okay, always have your own goals, ambitions, and I think that's what we got here is two people who want a partner who has goals and has ambition, so they don't feel that someone's controlling them. See, it's an energy, you know, often in, you know, old school rules, the father controlled everything. You see, and it could go the other way around too. In some cultures, places, the women rule the roost. Old school rules. But we aren't living in old school anymore. But some of those things are very valuable lessons, and even true to this day, some of these old school rules really work. So I really feel like what we have here is as two people who are going to come together and heal. You're gonna, if you've had someone who's taken a pause, taken a stop, they're looking at this differently now because they've gone in to heal. I see kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. So this is crazy. Take care. I wish you the very best, and we'll see you soon.